Picture this, a red-eye flight, cruising at 36,000 feet, the kind of night where the world outside is just a sea of black, sprinkled with stars, and inside the cabin, it's all soft hums and dim lights, lulling folks into a restless sleep. That's where we start, with James Carter, a single dad from Atlanta, sitting in business class, seat 4A, his eyes glued to his daughter, Lila, just 15, tucked in beside him. Lila's got this quiet strength, the kind that comes from fighting battles no kid should have to face. Her portable ventilator, this little machine humming at her feet, keeps her breathing, keeps her alive, its faint glow a lifeline in the dark. James, he's a tech exec, built a cybersecurity firm from the ground up, but tonight he's just a dad in a plain hoodie, trying to blend in, trying to keep the world's judgments at bay. He's used to the looks, those sideways glances in boardrooms, airport lounges, places where some folks still size him up like he doesn't belong. But tonight's supposed to be different. They're headed to London, Lila's dream trip, a chance to see Big Ben, maybe sip tea in some fancy cafe, a break from hospital rooms and endless doctor visits. Except, trouble's brewing, and it's got a name. Karen Mitchell, a senior flight attendant with a smile as sharp as a knife and a chip on her shoulder the size of Texas. It starts small, subtle, the way these things often do. Karen sweeps down the aisle, her heels clicking like a warning shot, and stops at their row. "Sir, I need to see your boarding passes," she says, her voice all honey but her eyes cold, like she's already decided they're out of place. James pulls up the tickets on his phone for A, for B, paid in full, no question. She leans in too close, squinting like she's hunting for a flaw, then her gaze drops to Lila's ventilator. "And what's this device?" she asks, like it's some contraband. James keeps his cool, voice steady. "It's my daughter's ventilator, FAA approved, cleared by your airline. All the paperwork's right here." He hands over a folder thick with doctor's notes, stamps, everything. Karen flips through it, her lips tightening like she's swallowing something bitter. "This is irregular," she mutters, "might disturb other passengers." Lila, soft but firm, pipes up, "It's just helping me breathe, ma'am." Karen's smile thins. Business class has standards. Maybe economy's better for this. That's the spark. Those words, dripping with condescension, light a fire in James. He leans forward, voice low but cutting. "Are you saying my daughter doesn't belong here because she needs to breathe?" The cabin's quiet, but heads are turning now. An older guy in a suit, row 2, lowers his whiskey glass, eyebrows raised. A grandma across the aisle, her knitting needles paused, clears her throat. "They're not bothering anyone. Dear, let them be." Karen ignores her, storms back to the galley, but James knows this ain't over. Lila whispers, "Dad, why's she so mad?" He squeezes her hand. "Some folks need to feel bigger by making others feel small, baby. But we're staying put." The tension simmers as the flight drags on. Karen's back, bolder now, her voice louder. "Sir, I need you to relocate to economy, for the comfort of the cabin." James doesn't flinch. "We paid for these seats. We're staying." The suit guy leans over. "Lady, they're not the problem, you are." Phones come out, glowing in the dark, recording every word. Karen's face flushes, but she doubles down. "I'll call the captain, maybe air marshals when we land." Lila's eyes widen, her hand trembling in James's, but he whispers, "She's bluffing. Baby, we've got the truth." The grandma chimes in, sharp, "You're not fooling anyone. Dear, we all see what's happening." Karen's losing ground, and she knows it. She marches to the cockpit, clipboard in hand, ready to spin her story. Here's where it shifts. The cockpit door swings open, and out steps Captain Daniels, a grizzled vet with a voice like gravel and eyes that miss nothing. He's heard enough from Karen's whining and seen enough from the cabin's phones. He strides to row 4, looks Karen dead in the eye. "You're done here. That ventilator's approved. These folks are staying, and you're embarrassing this airline." The cabin erupts soft claps, murmurs of "finally." Karen's stunned, clutching her clipboard like a shield, but Daniels isn't done. He snatches her report, rips it in half, the sound like a gunshot. "Go sit in the galley. We'll deal with you on the ground." Lila lets out a breath she's been holding all night, tears spilling as she buries her face in James's shoulder. He whispers, "We're okay, baby, we're okay." The plane lands in London. And as promised, security's waiting not for James or Lila, but for Karen. 2 officers board, calm but firm, MS. Mitchell, you're coming with us. Her defiance crumbles, her voice a weak protest. I was just doing my job. The suit guy snorts. Your job was to help, not harass. Grandma adds, you tried to silence a kid, but we all saw it. Lila, voice small but clear, says, you didn't care if I could breathe. The officers nod, escorting Karen out, her heels echoing like a fading storm. Passengers linger, some shaking James's hand, others hugging Lila, promising statements, videos, whatever it takes. The captain pulls James aside. You did right by your girl. I'm sorry it came to this. James just nods, throat tight. Thanks for seeing us. In the taxi to their hotel, Lila's asleep against James, her ventilator humming like a lullaby. He stares out at London's dawn, the city waking up, indifferent to their fight. He thinks of Lila's question before she drifted off. Will it always be this hard, Dad? He didn't lie, told her it might be, but she's got him, and now they know strangers can stand with them too. This wasn't just about a seat or a flight, it was about fighting for your place in a world that sometimes tries to push you out. And they won, not because they were loud, but because they were right, and others saw it. So what do you think? When's the last time you saw someone stand up like that? Or maybe didn't, and wish they had? Drop it in the comments. Share this story if it hit you. And let's keep talking about what it means to fight for what's right, because out here, truth's only as strong as the voices willing to carry it.